Okay, pulling a report on True Appraiser is actually very easy and informative. It's an interactive report, which means that you can make some modifications and changes. For the case of this demo, I'm going to use an address, 1630 East, 2450 South, and I'm going to use a unit number, 207. And then you can put the city in, the state, or the zip. And I'm just going to put the zip code in to save me a little bit of time. First thing I want to do is click the map this address, and that's going to pull up the location of the house on the property that you're mapping. Once you've got that set, go ahead and hit Get True Appraiser Report, and that pulls up a validation screen. And this is very important because you want to validate your data here, make sure that the property is correct, that everything is in line with where it should be. I can see right off the top that one of my areas is incorrect, and it's where it says condo. I need to actually set this to a single family resident. There is no pool, no fireplaces, the year it's built, the bathrooms, lot size. I can see bedroom sizes, total rooms, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit Get Report. Now once I click Get Report, this is going to process the actual report and display it out to the screen. Now from this area, I have a lot of data I can look at and manipulate and change. But one of the things I want to point out before getting into that is up here. It says Print Full Report, Standard, Summary. And this is the most important area of this because you want to save this data so after you're done with the website, you can come back later and look at it. So you click this Print Full Report. It's going to generate an entire PDF document that you can open up. And when I open that, you'll see that the entire report is generated and it has all the different data regarding that property. And I'll go over some of this data with you and what it contains and how important it is when you're selling a home or buying a home and really getting into the details of the transaction. But we'll come back to that in just a few minutes. But going back to the actual report, the report itself allows you to manipulate data. So for instance, when it pulled this report, it showed the value of this house at 185 with a plus or minus range of 16,000, which means on any given day it could be up to $16,000 off based upon the comps that this report generated. But although the most important thing here is this confidence score, it says that it's 85% confident that this price is right in line with the market. Now, if this confidence score drops below 50, then you're not charged for the report, if that makes sense. So going down here a little bit, this is going to be a couple of real interesting things that makes this report so unique over anything that's out on the web, is it shows you the probability of what your house is going to sell for in so many days out, like in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and 120 days. So it's analyzing market conditions out there and whether it might be better to hold on to the price that you're asking into the next 60 and 90 days because the probability of your house selling might increase or decrease. And so it has a really good prediction technology built into it. The other thing that it has is the ability to manipulate the data. For instance, let's say you pull a report and it happened to pull in some short sales, and you just flat out know that that house down the street did not sell or is not really valued at that price. It was a short sale, and chances are an investor purchased it or a bank unloaded it. And so if you want to go ahead and remove that property, what happens is when I click on this completed sell here, this shows you which properties it pulled the comps against when it generated the actual price of your home. And so from here you can deselect any item and reselect it. So based upon any one of those, you can go through there, manipulate it, and just simply look at the price of the home, like this one for $85,000 versus the rest that are 160, 170, 202, 232. I probably do not want this one included inside my comparison, so I simply deselect it. Once I deselect it, I rerun the report using modified values, and it's going to rerun that report and re-output new numbers on it and modify the data a little bit. Now, what's cool about this is you're tapping into some MLS data as well, so I can see all the completed sales when they were sold in the neighborhood, or if I want to compare what my neighbor's house sold for versus mine, I can see all the completed sales. I can see all the expired listings. These are the ones that have since expired, did not sell, and I can look at all the different comps on those, and I can kind of get a good roundabout out figure on what those homes are priced at and how they compare to my home. And then I can see exactly which ones are currently under contract. What homes are actually under contract that are in the sales process, and then I can see exactly what's on the inventory, how many homes are out there on the inventory in this specific range of where I'm at. And you'll see on each one of these when I select it, the map actually changes out with different homes, so I can see the homes around my area. So it's kind of it's a really cool interactive report that goes far beyond just a simple, I'm going to go and pull myself an AVM online, see what my house is worth. This is really the first interactive, extensive, detailed data report out there that you can use. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to my expired listings. I can see all the homes that have since expired, my completed sales. I can see all the homes that have sold in the area. And then I can go click on them, zoom in on them, doing like bird's eye views and so forth if I wanted to go down and actually compare the home and have a good understanding of what that home looks like. So you've got some pretty cool technology here. Once you're done configuring it and you feel confident about the data that's available there and where it's at, simply hit this full report here, and that prints out your full PDF report. Inside this PDF report, you're going to have basically a printout of the data that was generated through that interface. And then you can use this, and what's cool about this is when you're selling a property or buying a property and you're negotiating or you're wanting to build value in your property, this is a great report that you might be able to print out and have on the attached to your flyers on your home that you're selling, and allow the person that drives by to really get an idea that your price is right in line with the market, maybe even better than the market price out there. And that it's all backed up. You don't have a real estate agent telling you need to drop your price $30,000 for a quick sell, because you really can predict exactly, in 60 days, my probability of selling this house is going to be greater than it is today. And so, it gives you some good ideas on that as well, so that you can be smarter about your buying and selling decisions, and you don't have to rely and put all your faith 100% into your agent or what the rumors are in the neighborhood or what's happening out there that people think. So it's real data, real time, very, very extensive on the back end side of generating it. And to have this available to you for just a fraction of the cost of going out there and having an appraisal done, it's just fantastic opportunity. So jump on board and order your report today, and then if you have any questions, let us know. Appreciate it.